Hello guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Amid the political crisis in Rivers State, there have been war of words between the Rivers ex-Attorney General Wogu Boms and Pa Edwin Clark. And Wogu Boms seems to tread even where angels fear to tread. Not many persons would dare challenge the Ijaw legend, but the Port Harcourt-born attorney wasted no time in throwing fierce arrows in the direction of the one-time federal minister. Pa Edwin Clark had written last week to caution some Ijaw sons and daughters who have pitched tent against Governor Fubara of Rivers State in his battle with his godfather Nyesom Wike. And Pa Edwin Clark had written because there have been speculations that some Ijaw people in Rivers State have pitched their tent with Wike over their son Governor Fubara, which is not supposed to be so. Yes, my country people, because it's been said that some Ijaw people have currently abandoned their son, who is the current governor of Rivers State, in the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State between himself and his political godfather. But now we have Wogu, who served, as the Attorney General and has fired back to Edwin Clark, where he traced the history of the struggle of the Ijaw people and the Niger Delta and concluded that it was the Ijaw that have been paying the price all along. Yes, Pa Edwin Clark had in a recent statement noted how the Ijaw people had sacrificed so much for Rivers State during the administration of Goodluck Jonathan as president, when he made sure that yes, Nyesom Wike was made the governor. The Ijaw people had opposed against it, but the president begged and pleaded with the Ijaw people that they should let Nyesom Wike to, come in and take over the position as the governor of the state. Now, Wogu, who served as the Attorney General, had made it known and concluded that many say Wike made Fubara, who is an Ijaw governor, but they must realize that Goodluck Jonathan, an Ijaw man, had made Wike governor, and that Tony Gaham Douglas had made an upland man, Peter Odili, governor. The elder statesman cautioned the likes of George Sikubo from Orika to stop creating a narrative that favors Ikwere and Wike. Boms had bombarded the Ijaw legend, pointing out that it's about a challenge of our era, is how to foster intellectual and political culture that is driven by reason rather than tribalism and mutual reactions. Although argued with Clark that he should have, struggled despite being a champion for his tribe to speak as a statesman that he is, but he spoke less of that capacity. He's not doing what he ought to be doing. The former president, Jonathan, far younger, did far better in urging the feuding political godfather Wike and his political godson, Fubara, to make peace for the sake of Rivers State. And they once mutually together governed and are now single-handedly and exclusively governing. So it is disappointing that Chief Edwin Clark, who is supposed to act as an elder statesman, is not acting as an elder statesman. It's quite disappointing because he wasted no time in tackling Pa Clark for giving the impression that his clansmen died for Rivers State during the Nigerian Civil War. He named an Ikwere soldier he said was killed by the Biafrans. And if the support of the first category is for Pa Clark, anything to go by, then all the more so the support of his second category is that their principled support for the minister's side that aroused Pa Clark to intervening on behalf of his tribe. Although in his own view, he said what is needed now is the Jonathan-like approach of intervention, followed by concrete action that regard and not this preaching of tribal loyalty, which is an ill wind that will blow no one any good. And here we have it, my country people. These are, war of words. They are trading each other, because it seems that this elder statesman in Rivers State, Clark, has made some certain comments in regards of the political crisis in the state, starting from Sim Fubara, Nyesom Wike, and other past governors. Even mentioned Goodluck Jonathan, how the Ijaw people had sacrificed so much. But in the wake of this statement made by Pa Clark, the Ijaw people had issued a statement to counter what Pa Edwin Clark had said, that they've abandoned their son, who is the governor of Rivers State. They said that they've not abandoned Sim Fubara, and they would never abandon Sim Fubara. For whatever reason, they wouldn't abandon him, because they patiently waited for several years just to get on that position. The Ijaw people waited for 24 years to have their own as governor of the state, and now that they have gotten this opportunity, okay, because of this small political fight between the governor and his godfather, they should now kick their son aside. No, that they won't do such a thing, and people should disregard the speculations going on that the Ijaw people have abandoned Governor Fubara, that they won't abandon Fubara and will never abandon Fubara. And yes, the Ijaw people, the Ijaw clan in Rivers State, are kind of seeking a resolution, to the crisis that is rocking the state. They are trying to seek for ways through which they can stop this political feud between Wike and his godson Fubara, because this crisis has really, taken over Rivers State, and this is a battle for political control of the state, which has led to, bickering and infighting in the camps of Wike and Fubara, putting people's head together. And this crisis has also split the Rivers Ijaw People's Congress, against the national leadership of the INC. This has split some Rivers Ijaw people against themselves, and at this point they are looking at it, who will take side with Fubara and who will take side with Nyesom Wike. But now Boms have said that Pa Edwin Clark is not doing his duties respectively. He ought to be an elder statesman, and not one that would fuel feud, and not one that will fuel dispute with the kind of words that he tends to say. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you.